Okay, so the goal here is to modify this load is have the ability to pull this off in bundles and put it onto our shoulder, just like we did in the 1410s earlier this summer. You have the long stretch and the short stretch. The only difference there is the amount of hose on the ground in between each guy. The long stretch, you'll have 50 feet on your shoulder, 50 feet on the ground, so you're carrying 50, dragging 50. Short stretch, you basically have 50 on your shoulder, you step out 10 feet, the next guy gets 50 on his shoulder. Lends itself better to going up stairways, tight spaces, that kind of stuff, where you can't be dragging hose in between you. This is a little bit shorter than the west side. On the west side, if you take the piece coming off and 2 flakes, you basically have 50 feet. This one, since the hose bed is a little shorter, since we buried that 200 in the front, to get 50, you're basically going to have to take the piece coming off in 3 flakes. Okay? One thing to remember on this is you need to put a twist in it so it ends up on your shoulder with the top flake pulling out of the hose bed. So as you walk and it tightens up behind you, it'll pull off the top as you guys play it out. A couple ways to deploy this. You can have a guy stand up here, and that's what we're going to demonstrate here, and hand it and start that twist. Remember, we try to make that twist toward the center of the rig. Okay, so I'll start the twist and just hand it to somebody, so once you get it, you won't have to twist it at all. Just put it on your shoulder and step out, and then I'm going to drop 50 feet on the ground, then we'll get the next guy to come up, so forth and so on. So this is simulating the long stretch with somebody assisting you on the tailboard, handing it off. So Brian, if you want to come up, I'll just hand it off to you, put the twist in it, step out. Now I'm going to drop 50 on the ground. At this point, we're going to transition to the top. I'm going to put the twist in it, and I'm going to hand it to Steve. I'm going to have it on his shoulder and step off. And then I'm going to drop 50. There you go. Step down. Because we'll load. I think Chris is got enough. Like that. I like pulling it that way.